So, hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another episode of Dwarf Fortress Tonepages, Balmerul, midsummer of 215. So we've been here 5 months. That's right, 5 months. Actually, 4 months. The 5th month just started. And we just made it through the aquifer. So we have access to solid rock. And it is summer. We have some fruits here. Asparagus. Blueberry bushes. Lots of other blueberry bushes. Asparagus. Red beans, pea plants, soybean, asparagus. Hello, Bugzoid. Well, this is good. So before the river thaws, we have one more gabbro to boughs, blocks, other wood blocks, stone gabbro. Can have a gabbro stockpile here. Zdravo! Zdravo, Optimus! Or how do you say in Serbia? Bog? Bogs. Yeah, we will need more blocks. We have a carpenter's workshop here. We can make some more blocks. We can also have some more trees cut down. Wow, yaks are hungry. Yaks are hungry. Wow, wow, wow. We need a pasture. We need a pasture. We need a pasture for sheep as well. Croatian version will be bok, but that's just genre or slang of speaking. We have way too many ways to hail a person and have a lot of slangs. Zdravo is grammatically correct. Oh, Croatian is bog. Okay. But it's spelled with a G, isn't it? Look at them poor yaks. He's enormous yet skinny. Of course he's skinny. He hasn't eaten for 5 months. Now we need DI. What? Dampstone located? No way dampstone is here. This is all solid rock. It sure is. This is still okay. You can trust me, miners. There is no water coming out of that stone. Now look at that second layer of galena. Of course, this layer is pretty much... Oh no! Well, yes. Leader has a cat pet. Ah! I'm not pausing this. Why is it not paused? So, the first layer of galena is a taboo. We must not mine that, lest we will unleash the aquifer. A second one. I would actually prefer not to mine the second one as well. Not to mine the second one either, because you never know whether the aquifer is really in level, or maybe there is a slight slope in the aquifer layer, and you never know when you might reach it. So, I think our dwarves deserve some beds. Wow, look at that. So much galena. So much galena. What? Spectra says starter pack has updated to 4205. Not alpha anymore. Okay, what to do with Tonepages? We could have waited one more day, right? We could have played the newest version. I want to play Tonepages. Or should we abandon it? There's so much cool stuff in the new version. But wait, is there a thread about DF hack? I don't see a DF hack for 4205. Try the upgrade with save. No. No way. I still don't see the DF hack. There should be an official thread, DF hack something 42. No, but you know what? The new version of Dwarf Fortress is still in the rapid release phase, as far as I know. Yeah, I can't find it either, Optimus. It's but in the upcoming version we will be able to. There's still many more upcoming features in the upcoming versions. Exported wealth count will be fixed in 42 next. So exported wealth count doesn't work in 4205. Bags and barrels, problems and bugs. Stop dwarves from claiming objects like goblets, minecarts. And being able to specify materials for tasks. I think it's well worth the wait. We will play this fortress for a couple more weeks, Tonepages, and then we will upgrade to, I don't know, 4212, 4220, whatever version it will be by then. Okay, so I mean, it's good to have it out. It's posted on Reddit. Oh, yuck. Who reads Reddit? But okay. Sometimes I have to admit they have the I mean, I have nothing against Reddit, but I just find it confusing. The user interface is so confusing. Starter pack update 4205 with everything. Ha! Peridexis. I think he just packed in the DF hack alpha in there. The DF hack is still in alpha. Peridexis just released it because I think he fears. Yeah, look at this. I mean, no wait, not I mean. get it here. So yeah, look what it is. The starter pack 4205 actually has a DF hack 4205 alpha 1. So it still has got the alpha version of DF hack. It's just put together and released as an official pack because people no longer can bear the weight. I mean, they don't want to wait any longer. DF hack looks like the DF hack team still wants it to be tested before they release it. But Peridexis feels like, okay, maybe it's if I don't release the starter packs, people will migrate to other starter packs and get used to those, except rather than to mine. So I should release, even if it costs me an alpha version of DF hack. So I think that's what he thought. So yes, it is a starter pack release, which is fairly stable probably, as many guys report, but the DF hack is still in alpha. Well, you can download it. I actually started to support Peridexis, and the new starter pack should contain Nagidal's tile set and Nagidal's settings. Actually, I think I gave him also my settings. Nagidal's tile set and my color configuration here. I have manipulated the shades of gray here. All right, so we have one stone layer as a safety, second stone layer. And Optimus says it is basically the same to what I have, I think, at least. Yes, I also think that it's really nothing new in the Peridexis Errand starter pack right now. All right, so mine. Let's mine this galena, shall we? Now, we actually need more of a basalt here. Fifty Shades of Grey. Yeah, it's a movie title which is coming up to mind, right? But I don't know about nothing about this movie. I just realized it's got a lot of medial attention, a lot of media attention. Optimus says, "Can't wait to option to send the adventurers worldwide." Is it up? Is it coming up in this major version, in this 42 version? Will you be able to send a couple of dwarves out of your fortress as adventurers? I doubt it. How shall it work? How shall the fortress stay maintained? Our miners are busy. Why is not our carpenter busy? Wow. We need food. We need food fast. Pigtails. Cave wheat. We need a still. They really build it fast. Brew. Drink from plants, right? I think brewing drink from plants. Yeah, brewing drinks. Has plants. We need barrels though. Paul is here. Hi friends, he says. I hope everything is going well. No sound at the moment? What? But you guys have sound, right? Hello, hello. Of course you have sound. Or at least microphone sound. There is no other sound here. Oh, no, at work, okay. Take a look at what our miners did. Oh, wonderful. So I think we can deconstruct the mechanics workshop. Why did we build it in the first place? Ginkgo wood block. Will says yes. I thought you thought you needed mechanisms for the pump. Yes, I think it was. Spectra says, I bet you missed the click of my keyboard. I should record it and offer it on iTunes as a soundtrack. It's calming people down, obviously. Bedrooms. Yes, bedrooms. We need bedrooms, but where to build them? Ah, 0 idlers. I like that. 2 idlers. Who is not working? Mason is not working. Oh, Mason. Mason, dear friend. Okay, let's build yourself a workshop here. New buff says Nagidal's ambient keyboard. Each track could be keystrokes of you playing different games. Yes. Look at this. We have dwarven wine. We should have a stockpile of barrels. No, that was too much. And we should have a stockpile of brewable plants. Right here. Optimus says, maybe I'm asking too early, but do you have some surface construction in mind? Yes, I have. I have I don't know who it was, but I think Will-Eyed or somebody has suggested this goblin thing. I'm planning a surface construction of a channel about 2, maybe 3 wide, which will we be able to flood with water. It will be covered and then uncover for the goblins to freeze. But tell me, when goblins freeze, do they leave behind weapons and armor? Because I would do this only if I knew for sure that the goblins would be dead, and after it thaws, I would still get their weapons. Freezing cautions, creature effects. Okay, freezing of water. Dwarf fortress can freeze. Water in dwarf fortress can freeze to become ice. Water is exposed to the air. The tile must be tagged as above ground in order for the temperature to get low enough, as all subterranean tiles remain at temperature 115. However, inside glaciers, even subterranean tiles appear to be cold enough to freeze water. Water at level 1-7 freezes to become an ice floor. 2 of 7 or greater freezes to become an ice wall. An ice wall will return 7/7 water when melted, or can be mined for 1 boulder of ice. This may be useful if embarking on a location with limited water and seasonal freezing, as if collecting the spring melt water, you could expand a lake 3.5 times to the original size if 7/7 full. So it levels to 2 of 7 and freeze it, drain it, expansion. Deeper cistern, yes, if the water. Yeah. Creature effect. Creatures on a water tile that freezes into an ice are instantly killed. Dwarves die with the message dwarf has been encased in ice. The ice must be melted or mined in order to retain the items and corpses. To regain the items and corpses. Note that due to a bug, items that are in walls that melt will still be there, but will be invisible and unviewable except through the stock screen. These items can be recovered if the tile ever becomes accessible again. Huh? Through mining after the tile refreezes. Freezing climates are the coldest, and water on them is typically in permafrost. Choosing to embark in one poses an interesting challenge and offers opportunities for substantial amounts of fun. One of the first challenges presented by a freezing climate is the lack of water in any conveniently drinkable form. Along with trees, water may be the hardest source to obtain. The ice chunks left behind while digging through ice cannot be melted into drinking water. Okay, another is to penetrate. So, yeah. Remember that staying outside too long can cause your livestock and dwarves to die from exposure if the temperature is low enough. Wow. Although clothes and armor may help to stave it off. So, I don't know. Optimus? I don't know. If this is indeed permafrost and we have midsummer, hopefully the warmest season ever, or the warmest season here, the water has not melted. I guess it won't melt ever here. And if it does not melt, how are we to regain the items of dead goblins if we make them freeze? As far as I understood it, you will be able to obtain the items only when the water has melted. Can be recovered if the tile becomes accessible again through mining. Okay, maybe it can be mined again. Maybe the water can freeze, goblins will die, we will mine the ice. And then, and thus gain the iron things. Also, they say no, that due to a bug, items that are in walls that melt will still be there. So, and then he speaks about refreezing. So you probably have to first melt the ice with the dead goblin to have the items there. Then it can refreeze and be mined, and the items are accessible. I don't know what happened if you just mine the tile with the dead goblin without this refreezing procedure. Whether you not there is a way to melt ice without magma, maybe, or not? Is there? I don't know. So that was my original plan, but now I see it has got some issues here. This refreezing channel with goblins. I guess we will just have to test it. And how old is this bug anyway? He quotes a bug, but you never know. He doesn't link the bug in the mantis, in the bug tracker. I guess our best option is to ask, right? In the forums, that's what forums is for. do you quote? Let's see. Maybe we'll get an answer until tomorrow. Yes. So now we have a mason. So you see, Optimus. I'm not yet sure. I want something outside. I'm not even sure we can have barracks outside now. Because if it is so that our dwarves will die of exposure to freezing air, which is what you would expect, then above ground barracks is not an option, is it? Yet you want your dwarves not be adapted to cave. You don't want them to be cave adapted unless you really pick on the fights, on the sieges inside and inside only. So I'm not so sure. What are their thoughts? Worshipper of Ustuth Standard Pig. Sauda Suez. Okay. Optimus. Isaac says to Optimus, "Hey Optimus, I'll get to proudly exalt my mother language in chat from now on." Maybe it sounds dwarvish as well. Wow. I certainly can't pronounce any Portuguese. And I have no clue what this one means. But I think it means something like greetings. Maybe from Sauda and Latin salve. Are somehow related. Good evening, Yugoslavenka. I see we don't really need to do anything with our with our mason's workshop here. We can build it just here. Look at this cluster, we've got yellow zircons. So now we can have a stone stockpile. But I want this stockpile to exclude any ores and any economic, just basalt and stuff. And we shall have an allowance for 3 wheelbarrows, which will have to be crafted first. And I think it's time to build our beds, even if we don't have any rooms. We just can't let our dwarves sleep in the freezing cold on the bottom. No longer hazelwood beds. Build them here, no matter what. Andrew Riley, oh hello, says hello Nuggy, it's been a while since I've been on one of your streams. Yes indeed, but I still remember you somehow. It's cool. So now we can designate a dormitory. Dormitory. Item blocking site. Oh come on. Let's then get that item out of there. Of course you would. Now, please, Mason, make us nice things. We will need table, chairs, yeah, basically tables and chairs first. How about the mason's workshop? Why is it inactive? What's the problem with the mason? We need another stockpile of stone over here. Again, I don't want any metal ores or economic stone there. Pigtails. So how is Dwarf Fortress these days? Oh, much better than a couple of years ago, I can tell. And it's getting better and better every time. The new major release sounds really promising. Oh, and we need to move in our wood. Is it me or did these rooms I just saw resemble something phallic? It's just you, Optimus. That short? Really? But it will grow, don't worry. Oh, YouTube has stream moderators now. That's good. Is it? Has it? Paul is the moderator. Yes, of course, they have it. I don't know what my mod powers are, but I know I can post links. Yes, that's one of your powers. Mason's got no job. Well, of course you have a job, Mason. Everybody has got a job. Make wooden barrel, throne, plant seeds, brew drinks. That's it. So we should have a carpenter's workshop. I just don't know exactly where. Okay, break the phallic pattern and have the carpenter's workshop here. That might be the saddest looking emote I've ever seen. Google emotes are so nice. They are so cute. I like them very much. I'm so sad that my smartphone is Samsung rather than something from Google, because Samsung has replaced all these cute emotes with their ugly, absolutely unusable emotes of their own. But on the other hand, it keeps me from chatting on my smartphone. Both of my miners are on break now. Fire up dwarf therapist, and we have an axe dwarf Olon. I wish we could find something to fight for the Olon. Not for the Olon, but for Olon. But all we've got here is ravens. And ravens... An axe dwarf fighting ravens is not exactly a good match, is it? But I think we have... Oh, actually we don't have any bags. Ooh! Keep my game paused. If we had bags, we could harvest these blueberries and asparagus and whatever else grows in here. Asparagus, soybean, pea, peas, red wines, red bean vines, red beans, yes. Could have a bean soup, broad beans, blueberry bushes and cherry flowers, red beans, asparagus. Yeah, we could harvest them. What is this? Is this barrels with food stockpiles? Sweet pods, plum helmets. Yeah, dwarven beer. Yes, yes. So this is all food stockpile. What is my mechanic doing? Come on. Mechanic? Who is my mechanic? I need to see my mechanic. I have a mechanic, and this guy is called English. English is busy constructing a building. Probably he is busy constructing the mechanics workshop, and that's true. Andrew says, hey Nagi, have you heard of Kingdoms of Amalur or Reckoning? It's a game similar to Elder Scrolls games. You might like it if you're looking for something new in that genre. No, I haven't heard about it. Let me take a quick look. Kingdoms of Amalur. Ah, an RPG thing. It looks to be all about melee fight. I like RPGs where you can be a thief and steal and have magic as well, but I think it has it.
Welcome everyone to Kingdoms of.
Okay, I never watched the first part of a let's play if I want to get an insight how a game works, because of course at the beginning of the game you have all the eye candy to look, but maybe this guy has, but it's a console game. Wow. Kingdoms of Reckoning, does he have a playlist for it? He does not. It must be quite a new game. There are not many Let's Plays of it. Here is Kingdoms of Reckoning, 160 videos. So let's watch something like video 102. Oh yuck, that's German. I did not want to hear German in my gaming sessions. Oh, that's a sneaky thing. But doesn't it look sort of stupid? I mean, she's sneaking here. Everybody should be able to see her. Yeah, they totally ignore her. Ah, he's got such an eye symbol as they have in this Elder Scrolls. No. That feels like, I don't know, like Zelda, just making the crates, break the crates to get inside them, get their content. Well, it's got nice graphics, yes. I can see that, but those graphics could be much better if it hasn't been for, if it hadn't been a console game. Actually, I was there was another game by Czech game developers, some sort of a medieval game. I think it was Kingdom's Deliverance, I think, or something. Kingdom Deliverance, is that Kingdom Come Deliverance? Yes, I think this RPG that looks much more mature, and well, it's still only for console. I don't understand why they are releasing. Why is there not an RPG for PC only? Well, yeah, okay, so this is an upcoming game. We can't see it yet, but from what I have read about this game, that's like more for the serious player rather than for the casual RPG or action RPGs, RPG players, like guys who... I think even Skyrim is somewhat more serious than this. What you said? What is it? I don't. See, I've forgotten the name of the game I was watching. I was watching it 30 seconds ago, and I no longer know its name. Anyway, yes, that. Yeah. Migrants. Okay. Welcome. Who has come? Well, we will see when they arrive, right? But currently, I'm not looking for anything new in the RPG genre. I need to take some break from it. I've played way too much RPGs, and I don't like action RPGs. It is all on the console platform. It's all about action RPGs. Action RPGs, lots of fights, lots of everything, lots of action. Less puzzles and less thinking. That's what I miss at RPGs. That was one of the few things I liked about Fallout, that there was a way how to solve problems and quests, not by aggression, or not violently, but through speechcraft, knowledge, and whatever. So there were multiple ways how to solve quests. It was one of the nice things of Fallout. But most RPGs have actually only one way to solve it. It's just the kill the boss. Like pave your way to him with dead bodies of your enemies and kill the boss. That's what every quest in action RPGs looks like. Pretty much every quest. And Skyrim and Oblivion managed to spice it up a bit by having here and there somewhat more interesting quests. But the others... Well, Ever played Mountain Blade? Well, I did not play Mountain Blade, but I saw Zemalf playing it. I watched a couple of his Let's Plays of Mountain Blade, and I don't know, I just did not want to get into it. So, is that all with the migrant wave? So it looks like we've got three dwarves or so. Let's check by migration wave and read again. 5 dwarves. Ha! We have a diagnoser. Look at this. Adequate diagnostician, and I dumped so many embark points into a skilled diagnostician. Good. Then, but he's a good wound dresser. That will come handy. I will not allow him fishing, but of course he can try fishing on the ice. I don't know what he wants to fish there. We have a Gelder. Cook. Oh, we already have a better cook. But he's more of a brewer than a cook. Cheesemaker. Well, if he's a cheesemaker, he could milk our yaks and sheep and make some cheese, actually. Yes. Yes, we can use food. Andrew's asking, do you like strategy game? You could try XCOM Enemy Unknown. Oh, yes, XCOM Enemy Unknown. I remember that game. I have played UFO Enemy Unknown, which was, I think, the predecessor of XCOM, back in the 90s or something. Those old gaming days. From what I saw in the new release of XCOM, it's heavily story driven. So, like you have to find your way around a preset story, and you can't just decide, okay, instead of building a new alien research base there, I will build it here in the other parts of the world. And as far as I know, there is no way you can have multiple bases. You have one base for your activities, and you can upgrade it and build other rooms, but not really have other bases in other parts of the world. Anyway, Xenonauts. I keep hearing about this Xenonauts game. I have no idea what it is about. Is it like space engineers or something? So let's build a farmer's workshop here. And have some creatures milked. Hello, Red Soak. Yeah. Milk animal. Let's milk and shear an animal. And who is our shearer? Nobody's our shearer, so the milker will also be a shearer. And cheesemaker will be a milker, and shearing, spinning. That's right. All in will be our animal farmer. So Xenonauts is XCOM, but less arcade casual. Wow. Okay. Ah, I see. Strategic Planetary Defense Simulator. Uh-huh. Okay. So you have alien invaders, presumably, and have to defend against them. Yeah, that looks sort of like the old XCOMs. Yeah, but there are so many nice strategy games. At one time I was playing, and I still have it installed here and linked on my desktop, I think. Or is it Battleworlds Chronos? I was looking for a new game, sort of like Battle Isle 2, if you remember. Battle Isle 2 was an awesome strategy, turn-based strategy game. It's horribly old by now, and yeah, but it's still playable. But yeah, I think we could do better. So I was looking for the successor of this, and found that if there is a successor at current time, it's a Battle Worlds Chronos, and I played that and I like it. It's not a bad strategy. It makes you really think. It's like this turn-based battle with tanks and soldiers and I don't know, siege machines capturing the enemy's area. I've had about, I don't know, half a dozen streams of Battleworld Chronos. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Hey, look, so we have now stray wool, but he did not milk an animal, I think, because he needs an empty bucket. Aha. So in order to milk an animal, of course you need a bucket, and then I think you need a barrel to keep the milk in. So we have blocks and barrels. We've got at least one barrel here. Let's make a bucket. I forgot the short key for bucket. I thought it was U, but obviously it's not a U. Bucket is E. So yeah, make 2 buckets and barrels still. Yeah, wooden blocks. Wooden blocks, we don't really longer need wooden blocks. I think what we need is beds. and then bins. And wood cutting, carpentry. Okay, wood cutting. Should be. How about Edzul? Somebody else should be wood cutting. Not Edzul. Edzul is our carpenter and nobody else will be our carpenter. Shearer. Nage, take a look at Company of Heroes. If you like war-based strategy, it's a real-time strategy. No, I don't. Real-time strategy never was my. Well, I've played my share of Dune 2 as real-time strategy, but why do I look for real-time strategy? Company of Heroes. Yeah, but oh, it's got very good score here. Second World War, you know. Controllable units that are recruited or ordered directly by the player. I don't think this is my cup of tea. It's certainly a well-made game, but I don't know. I have my issues with war-based games. Like I like war-based games like Warlords. You know, these medieval wars. Or these new technically advanced wars. I don't know. Just can't relate to that. Dune 2 on the Amiga. No, Dune 2 on the PC. But I think the Amiga port was quite playable as well. Actually, the PC might have been ported from Amiga. I don't know what was the original platform this game was released for. Amiga, yeah, so I had the MS-DOS port of it. No, release dates, MS-DOS was first released. Amiga was later. So I played this. Yeah, exactly. I loved this game. I spent like, I don't know, it felt like 3 years of my life playing nothing but Dune. It was the first of its kind, of course. There was time before we had games like this. And then there was Dune. And after it we had a whole bunch of these games. More famous than Dune might have been Command and Conquer. But I never really played Command and Conquer. Yeah, those were the times. How about Unreal World? Oof, that's a shooter, isn't it? First-person shooter. So wake up, my miners, wake up. We need these rooms to be mined. The insidious odors, yes. It took me a while to realize odors were completely made up race to the game. There is no mention about odors in Frank Herbert's original novels. That's Unreal World is not a shooter, but Unreal isn't Unreal this. Oh wait, Unreal World, yes, I know what you mean. Unreal World, that Finnish adventure game, of course, yes, yes. I keep hearing about this game, don't worry. That is a game which is probably worth of my time. I can very well imagine playing it. But not yet. Currently I'm not looking for any new game. I'm happy with what I have. Yes, I was of course thinking of Unreal Tournament, yes, and Unreal World, yeah. Garnierite. Well, Garnierite is not an ore of anything, is it? It just looks like an ore, but it's not. But I love its color. Oh, it's the only ore of nickel. Nickel! What sort of alloys are made from nickel? Nickel silver and required for nickel silver. Nickel silver is not magma safe. Nickel is magma safe, nickel silver is not magma safe. However, the zinc for nickel silver is often better saved for brass. Okay. So nickel silver is nickel, zinc and copper. Ooh. It doesn't contain silver at all. Nickel silver. Wow. Okay, so nickel silver is probably not going to have. We're not going to have brass. Nickel is the cheapest of the 4 magma safe metals, and thus is the perfect minecart metal if you're using it for magma. Magma and minecarts, eh? Nickel. Well, okay. Nickel. Garnierite. Wow. We can deconstruct the wagon. Hello, Hungary. Welcome to the stream. Andrew says, I have tried to play Dwarf Fortress, but the learning curve might be too steep for me. I'd probably have to sit down for several hours and watch lots of tutorials. Yes, Andrew, that's how I did it back in the time when I had lots of hours of free time. You just settle with RimWorld for the time being. Look how big a stockpile we need for all our food supplies. It looks like 6 by 6 or 7 by 7 rather. Why nickel? Why not magnetite or limonite or hematite? I was so hoping for iron, but okay. Iron is a very precious commodity. So this will be our, I think this will be our carpenter's shop. And we will have we would have a food stockpile here. With a kitchen here. Still here. And downstairs and upstairs. With barrels. Andrew is asking, is there a way for me to receive an email whenever you start streaming? I wonder. If that's possible. Live streaming checklist. I don't know if I can set it up. Optional features you can use to enhance your streaming. No. I don't know, Andrew, but if you have some time, you can Google it if there is a way how to set up YouTube streams to send an email to the subscribers of the channel. I don't know, but these days I usually stream in the European evenings. Like I come back from work every day and have a little nap, and then I usually start at 7 p.m. German time. Or today I started slightly later because it was a rough day and I didn't get too much sleep. In Twitch you are notified, I know. That's true, but about YouTube I don't know. But I think I've been streaming fairly regularly in the last days, so people have somehow found the rhythm and the schedule out that they tend to check back here in every evening and look if I'm accidentally streaming or not. So what did I want to build here? I think I wanted a carpenter here. We'll build it from basalt. Or hazelwood blocks. How long have you been streaming today? 1 hour and 35 minutes. No. But I usually start... Well, I started about at 8:15 p.m. But I usually start earlier. And it's quite late. It's 10 p.m. and I should almost stop if I want to get up early for work tomorrow. Ezix says Dwarf Fortress is the closest I've ever came to play the game I've ever wanted to play, and I understood that the moment I understood that the moment I saw it. Yes, I really. There was a comment I particularly liked about Dwarf Fortress. One of the users said, "Dwarf Fortress would be the game I would program if I could program." And well, I never really dreamt or thought that it would be awesome to have a game like this, and then later I found Dwarf Fortress. No, but I found Dwarf Fortress and I immediately loved it. No, well, actually not immediately. Once I understood it, once I realized what it is actually about, I loved it. There were times when I was playing Angband, and I was looking for some more complex, more sophisticated roguelikes. And people told me Dwarf Fortress, and I was looking at Dwarf Fortress, and I thought, wait, you have more than one hero, you have more than one dwarf. How can you even play with more than one dwarf in a roguelike game? Turn-based, right? Because my notion of roguelikes was, okay, you control single guy like your avatar, and go through the world and interact with it. And then I saw, okay, there are dwarves. How can this player control that many dwarves? Does he change from one to another? Can't make sense. And I was actually looking for some sort of new take on roguelikes, because all the roguelikes I knew were tile-based, or like square tiles. But I realized that it would be exciting to have a hexagonal roguelike where you have hexagons instead of these tiles, these square tiles, because it makes better circles, and whatever viewing angle and shooting distance can be calculated more easily. But then I saw, okay, there are mathematical formula which somehow map to square tiles, which compensate for the diagonal length being other than vertical and horizontal length. So, and it's mostly implemented in the modern roguelikes, so I no longer really cared whether Dwarf Fortress is hexagonal or not. And I took a look into it, and I was amazed how beautiful this game is. Something so unique, yeah, as Optimus say. And of course, the user interface was something horrible. I mean, I was quite overwhelmed with the unfriendliness of the user interface, but I must say I love its keyboard focus. I'm a keyboard guy, and I realize that you can do a lot of things a lot faster if you use the keyboard. And meanwhile, once you understand the keyboard interface and can live with it, that it's incoherent and inconsistent at some points, which, as the developers admit, it really is. But there is just no time to put a lot of effort into fixing it before the game has all its features. So if you can live on with it, then you should give it a try. Yeah, I think I'm wasting time here, am I not? Well, I sort of am. We need a wood stockpile here, of course, and probably a much bigger wood stockpile down below. Again, I would probably use something like stairs here. Or maybe a channel. Why not a channel? Let's make it different here. Let's have a channel down here. We don't always need stairs. Do we have doors? We don't have doors. But we must have quite some tables by now. Oh yes, look at this. We've got like 6 tables and 6 thrones. It's not enough for 7 dwarves, but we will get there. Hungary says, I once found a texture pack that I liked so much, but I never found it again. Oh, Hungary, I've been looking at Dwarf Fortress texture packs, and there seemed to be a new upcoming star among the graphic texture packs. I really liked it. I think it was called something like Gem or something. Modding, wait, modding, yes, modding, but not third party, but tile sets and graphics. Space Fox, no. What was it? I knew I saw it here. Gem set. I like this one. It's well, I never really longed to have this one, but when I saw its cleanliness and love with which it is made, I saw this could be it. This could be a great graphics set. I don't know if you can see it, but it's very clean, very simple, very neat. So if you like something different than Phoebus, which Phoebus is very nice still, then Gem set. I was looking at Gem set and thinking, well, yeah, it looks neat. I did not play with it, and I saw many more examples from it. I don't know where they are gone. Why aren't there many more examples? But there are examples. Yeah, it looks like this. Yeah, this is what Gem set looks like. Here, some caverns. Yeah, I like these walls in a way. I don't know how he manages to have these walls seen from this perspective, these walls seen from this perspective, but it somehow all fits. It's a harmonically designed tile set, and even Peridex's Errand finds it amazing, and I think he is going to include it in the starter pack. So was refreshingly new and different. I don't even know. Is it 24 by 24? Yes, it's 24 for the 1080p displays. And it's much more crisp, yeah, than... Yeah, so is that it? Hey, I think we have the same taste. So you found this one beautiful, and I found it beautiful. I think it's a really cool set. Look at these. This frog is so cute. This parrot. I don't know what this is. It's a butterfly, isn't it? Lizard. I don't know. Is it a bull? Ant, snake, some sort of wolf, maybe octopus. Yeah. Gem set. Gem set looks cool. So I would like, if I would go back to a graphic tile set, I would decide between Phoebus, which I started with back then, and Phoebus is still probably the leading one, but I think Gem set is the new rising star of tile sets, at least in my eyes, in my point of view, because Phoebus, yeah, Phoebus is cool and very well liked and used, but it's sort of like the aerial, like everybody uses it, and players tend to be distinct and have something distinct. Like, well, I don't like to play in a tile set which 80% of the players use. I want something else, but equally beautiful. So they they would probably be likely to migrate to Gem set. It's a great tile set. So I'm glad you could find it. Yeah, we help you to find it back. Optimus says, I think I will stick to Phoebus. Yeah, I think I might, if I would be to try graphic tile set again, I would probably choose Phoebus again, because Phoebus has probably many more tiles drawn. And there are many options. You can configure Phoebus in many ways. You can choose the type of walls you want. You can choose the type of grass and stuff. It's got its own configuration tool. It's very very well maintained and very well evolved. Like. So we will have a food stockpile. For everything but prepared food. And we don't want plump helmets. We don't want quarry bushes. We don't want what is this other called? Sweet pods? Plump helmet bushes. We don't want dimple cups. We don't want leaves. We don't want seeds. We don't know fat or tallow. It's necessary for soap production. We don't want lye. But pretty much anything, and we don't want drinks. and we don't want down. So yes, I think that this is what we want here as food stockpile. And we will build a kitchen here. We'll deconstruct this carpenter. This stockpile. So 6 and priority 7. I said priority 7. Priority 7. Like this could be our wood stockpile here. Kitchen, I don't know what to put here. Perhaps we could have tanner and butcher then. Tanner, butcher, leatherworks. Yeah, I think it would be good. And actually, why do we have this here? Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's cool. We can have that here. No, I was thinking, why not move the workshops closer to the door? But I think more often than not, you will have dwarves coming to the stockpile, like bringing food from the caravan, rather than coming from the stairs to the workshop. Like the traffic from between stairs and workshop will be much rarer than the traffic between food stockpile and and stairs. Of course, it doesn't matter too much. What will matter is traffic between. Well, still, the dwarves will have will bring the prepared food from the kitchen to the prepared food stockpiles, so we might actually want to rethink this. If I had a kitchen here, yes, we should probably redesign it. I don't want a kitchen here. I'm not sure that I want. Well, okay, I'll have the staircase now here, but we'll probably make another staircase here. Let's have a kitchen over here. And let's have downstairs here. Upstairs here. I remember, Nagi, when you did the same embark in a volcano with more people, so that Fortress had alternate outcomes. Oh yes, that was the parallel universe embark between me, Zemalf, and was it DJ Rod? I think it was DJ Rod. Jared, as was its name, I think. Jared. We had that, yeah. We had a world generated. We agreed on an embark site, and each of us would have the same embark site. They could choose their own embark configuration, dwarves, and tools which they bring. And we wanted to compare our take on the site, yeah, on the volcano embark, how each of us would play the same site. You could compare the outcome of the same embark under the influence of different players across Pros YouTubers, yeah. So it was good. But sadly, I think Zemalf is the only one who actually played that Fortress seriously, because I neglected it, or I messed it up so badly that I did not want to continue it, and Jared also somehow lost interest in it. So yeah, it was not that successful, except for Zemal's Fortress, which was really impressive, the way he did it. Okay, so let's have a kitchen here. The old kitchen. Oh, we don't have a kitchen yet. Look at this, we don't have a kitchen yet. So we have a kitchen. We also need a brewer. So kitchen will need access. We'll need access to the brew oh god, I just can't think anymore. It's too late for me. 10 p.m., 10:30. Kitchen will need access to the raw food stockpile, okay. There could be a butcher and tanner here. And then we could have our leatherworks somewhere here, I don't know. I better Can't you type D in notes? You can't type D in notes? Have you guys tried it? Make a note and type D in the text. I guess I'll have to call wood woog. Because I can't type D. Well, okay, we will need to expand this. I want to make it quite vertical too, so there should be lots of rooms around these stairs. So let me bring up here my to-do document, and for the next session we will need okay, let's build food. No, food stockpiles is there. Kitchen is there. We'll make a wood stockpile. We will make brewery with access to barrel stockpile and different brewable plant stockpiles. Then we will need rooms. Well, we have a dormitory, so it's not that urgent, but we will need rooms with furniture. We will need floor hatches. We will need wheelbarrows. What else? It can't harm to have a couple of mechanisms. Leave a room. Then Hungary says, I also really like the Mayday's graphics set texture pack. It feels so cozy. Alright. What else should we do next? Brewery rooms. I guess we will need a furniture stockpile. At least tables, chairs, coffers, cabinets, floor hatches, then what else could we use? We should find the caverns. Source of water will be necessary. Yeah. Find the caverns. Then stockpiles of stone blocks. Stockpile of stone blocks. Well, depot. We will need a protected depot. From invaders. That will be a challenge. You should have a backup plan for the fun, Nagi. Yes, yes, we will. I think that he knows how to approach deep underground now. I hope I know. I can't vouch for it, but yes. Did the water in the caverns freeze too? No, Optimus. I think the water in the caverns does not freeze. At least not in temperate climates. I think that in freezing, I hope there is water in freezing too. And if not, then hey, why find the caverns? We can actually use aquifer water for our hospital. We don't have a hospital. We don't have to have a hospital made from the cavern water. We can use perfectly safe aquifer water, where in the caverns. Remember Gladeheim's, where we had the issues with the forgotten beasts swimming in the pool which we had to use for our hospital. That was scary. We have an abundance of water right above us. In the aquifer layer. We can use the aquifer layer for water. You can have a water pump pumping layer from the aquifer, pumping water from the aquifer. Andrew is asking, did you ever finish Witness? No, I barely started playing it. Make a plan for a hospital from the aquifer. We must make it. Okay, so that is really... plan for actually a well. We need a well which is refilled from. Plan for a hospital with a well filled from the aquifer. That is a challenge. I have never done that hospital with a well filled from the aquifer. I will have to think about that. That's something I can think about, but I will not have too much time to think about it tomorrow because I'm on a test drive and it's quite a that will keep me concentrated on test drive. Well, anyway, plan for a hospital with well filled from the aquifer. If you guys have any ideas how to do this, send in your sketches or prepare them to show them in the next stream, because I would like to see your solution or your take on a hospital with a cavern from with a well filled from the aquifer. I'll have to think about something. Andrew is asking, I wish I was at your Witness stream. Some of those early puzzles, I think I could have helped. Oh, you're playing Witness too? Oh, okay. Well, there's certainly. I plan another witness stream later this week, so there will be something. Optimus says it is easy. I'm doing that all the time. Dig one channel tile over the aquifer and build a well. Yeah. I was actually thinking a hospital below the aquifer. I feel more protected from the enemies. Of course, yes, we have enough. We have enough soil layers here. 1, 2. Actually, not enough. 1, 2. It's more like 1, because up here are trees, and whenever we dig trees, it opens the tile. So yes, we have 1 layer of soil where we could have a hospital. But I think I like my hospital in a stone. I want hospital with smoothed walls and floors. Of course, you could construct it in the soil layer, yes, but constructed is not smoothed. So yes, an easy solution, quick and dirty, of course, hospital above the aquifer. Sure, why not? But I'm looking for something more, yeah, more cozy. Yeah, I don't know. Well, there is actually absolutely no need to have a hospital dug in a rock as I wanted, because floors and walls can all be constructed from stone if I wish so. The well will be just above the aquifer. So what? I don't even need a well there, right? I can just breach open the aquifer and say, look, dwarves, this is a water pond, this is a water zone. You just take your buckets and skip water from the aquifer, which is dug out or flooded a space there. So build empty space under stone hospital. Pull water from aquifer. Easy as pie. That's true. That's true, Optimus. That's ingeniously simple. I was thinking with bridges and something. Yes. Because you will never really need to refill this well, right? I somehow was thinking in terms of, okay, I need a raising bridge to let water in or out. No, Optimus, it is not that simple. No, you can't have just aquifer here, channel here, and a hospital here below the aquifer. The water would flood everything below the aquifer. No. The water is not like magma. Water rises because of water pressure. No, it's not possible. You need some sort of a stop there. You need at least a raising bridge or a floodgate. But yes, it will be something like that. I just want more security. I just want to have at least an additional bridge or floodgate stopping the water coming out of the aquifer. I did not understand you. I mean, basically, I just can't picture it. Maybe next time, maybe until tomorrow. If you find some free time, just make a quick sketch. and send it in or show it to me in tomorrow's stream or any other forthcoming stream. I have to go to bed now. I'm quite tired. Thank you guys for watching. I wish you all a good night. Laku noc. And I don't know what's Portuguese. This buena noite or whatever. Frank Gleeson says you have a channel on a diagonal to stop the water from rising. Fill up reservoir. What? It depressurizes one diagonal. Yeah, I see. One diagonal thing depressurizes water so it wouldn't rise, right? That's a neat trick if it works. But we'll think about it more tomorrow. Good night, guys.